Alright. It's time for our weekly dose of the Florencio files. And up here... Oh, me hotkeys aren't working. Give me a sec, guys. I changed me hotkeys back to the exact same profile. Big brain pig. Big brain pig. Alright. It's time for our weekly dose of the Florencio files. And this time, his victim, up here in the top right-hand side, an infamous streamer, the man who swapped to Protoss, built only DTs and Disruptors and got to rank 25 GM on EU, an absolute legend, the man who I'm constantly having clan wars against. It's BeastyQt. Also the inventor of the best free-for-all mod. The Beast of the Hill mod. Down here in the bottom left, apparently he has a new Smurf account for the EU ladder. In the blue, it is Florencio. The probes touch tips as they go across the map there, and we've got a gateway on the way. For those of you who are new to the Florencio files, exclamation mark Florencio and exclamation mark Florencio files in chat. If someone could please activate those. If you're watching on YouTube, go back to the start of the playlist and watch from the beginning. Scroll down into your description. There are a couple of links to not only this playlist, but also every single other video as well as his stream. The guy's an absolute legend, and he's a little bit special. He's definitely, if most people play StarCraft in an honorable manner with respect, Florencio's the guy who goes into your house and kicks your dog and then just starts laughing at you. Like, I think he's kind of at least 50% evil, probably 70%. His entire pleasure in life is derived from other people's misery. He's a sick puppy. And yes, you didn't see that wrong. That's a nexus that he's building inside his opponent's base. BeastyQt immediately knows what he's up against, drops 2 more gateways. He knows there's 2 gateways at home already chrono boosting zealots. Actually, only one. It's going to be a cyber core. This is the shield battery variety. BeastyQt is going to have 3 gateway production versus just 1. His probe sees everything. Florencio Zealot comes out. He's got 2 little laser knives in his hand. He's jacked up on steroids. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his running shoes on just yet, so that probe is going to be able to run circles for a while. The Nexus getting closer and closer to done. Meanwhile, only 1 Zealot on the way here for BeastyQt. Florencio has built a pylon behind his mineral line. The Nexus is almost done. He's going to be able to recall. BeastyQt just built a 4th gateway. I think you need to get units out rather than more gateways right now, Beastie. Shield battery's going down behind the mineral line. Florencio, pokes his head out, reveals his shit-smeared face and says, hey, that's right, the sewer mermaid's here, and I'm going to take your ladder points, mate. Blocks the Zealot with the shield battery. BeastyQt starts getting to work on it, but I don't know if this is quick enough. He's got 3 gateways chrono boosting adepts right now. Oh, that's a lot of adepts, actually. 3 Zealots warp into the base, and they are in the mineral line. It's like a bunch of preschoolers trapped inside the prison yard, and these 3 criminals with their knives, high on drugs, are going absolutely mental, starting to massacre those probes. The shield batteries, meaning they're taking no damage at all. Every single time they take a shot from the adepts, they just heal up. The shield batteries working their magic. BeastyQt's worker line is getting ravaged. Oh my gosh, Florencio's just clicking on the Nexus, dude. He's not even chasing the probe. He's like, nah, I think I can kill this Nexus. I'm just going to click on it. I think he's realizing it's not going to work. And with that classic, amazing Florencio decision-making, commits 1,000 hit points of damage to the Nexus before changing targets. Remembering that not killing your opponent's units, but maybe just annoying them, is probably the aim of the game when Florencio's in a ladder match. Another shield battery finishes. That's more healing. Ooh, actually, he's going to keep putting down more and more shield batteries. These Zealots starting to kill the Zealot of a BeastyQt there. That pylon's very low, but he keeps it alive for now. The Zealots, the micro is incredible. Neeb is actually sitting next to Florencio right now, and he's saying, dude, wow, impressive micro. You haven't killed a probe in a minute. This is really cool, dude. Florencio Zealots wandering around aimlessly whilst there's a dozen small probe children right in front of them. BeastyQt, though, finally gonna kill that last Zealot before this can get... Whoa! What the hell? There's photon cannons, but they're not powered! He killed the probe! Okay, that pylon finishes. One of the cannons is up. Another one finishing as well. I thought they were just more shield batteries. I was not watching the production tab, and once again, Florencio ends up with a Nexus in his opponent's base, a pack of cannons, a pack of shield batteries, And no doubt a slightly annoyed BeastyQt. Now Beasty does have a probe hidden in the corner. Might be able to pull something off later. A couple cannons going down at home and a shield battery here for Florencio. Hasn't started probing up though. He has noticed, of course, adepts coming across the map trying to get a little bit of revenge. These guys are all long-distance mining. Florencio is going to come down here. He's going to try and... Oh, he's trying to wall it off. He's trying to wall it off. He walls it off. He traps some of the probes. They can't get back to the nexus. Florencio's such a dick. Okay, so the probes are going to slowly work on that just to get back out. And the thing is, he doesn't have 400 minerals. If that nexus goes down before he gets 400 minerals, he won't be able to build another nexus. He needs to get these minerals back to the nexus. Oh, the cannon! Oh my god, can he get these? He needs to get 20 minerals back to his nexus, or he was not going to be able to rebuild. Beastie, you've got to return the minerals! You've got to return the minerals! Florencio comes in, he's delaying him even more! 5 minerals, 10 minerals, he needs 10 more, he needs 10 more! And he hits 405 minerals just before the nexus goes down. He's got enough money, he rebuilds in the top left. A narrow save there for Beastie. He almost screwed up by clicking his probes back on the minerals before returning it. But now he's back in his main base with the adepts. He's going to be able to clear out this nexus and then slowly re-expand. Behind this, Florencio adding on double gas and not probing. Still not probing is Florencio. He's trying to build another probe inside this base. I'm not really sure what the purpose is. He's still only on 16 probes back at home. Florencio showing some of that trademark fantastic macro that we know him so well for. And his probe does come out, but there is an adept on it, and it's just gonna, looks like it's just gonna go down. That probe does get its face ripped off, and this nexus is steadily going to fall. For those of you who don't know, Neeb and Florencio are actually roommates and best friends. So it all started a long time ago when, you know, basically Florencio... He came up, he was like, hey, you want to hang at my house and learn how to get good? Neeb thought he was joking, and was like, ha, ha, and kind of laughed nervously. And then Florencio was like, nah, man, I make some really good guac. Come over, eat some fucking chips, some guac. It'll be good, man. We'll have a great time. At the end of that, I think they've kind of come to be like an old married couple. At this point, it really is, yes, yin and yang Yorkie Pud. It's basically just, I mean, Florencio is probably the more aggressive in the couple. Neeb's probably the more forgiving. But I feel like they both make it up to each other. Like, Neeb's constantly heckling Florencio over his incredible use of control groups. As you can see, if we want to compare these two players, BeastyQt's control groups here. Probe, Nexus, Gate. Meanwhile, on Florencio's side, he hasn't even control grouped his main Nexus. That's how high level Florencio is. Normally you can tell Florencio because just his main base is on control group 1. No expansions, no units, doesn't believe in upgrades. We've only ever seen him make Warp Gate in one of the 45 episodes of the Florencio files. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, he's in High Masters / GM. That's right, Florencio is playing against Grandmaster players and he's made one upgrade in his entire life. Neeb is constantly harassing him about that. He's like, dude, learn to micro, learn to use upgrades, learn to play properly. But every time, Florencio seems to find a way with his disgusting sewer mermaid ways nonetheless. And as a result, he is very happy to continue in his own path. A single Chad Ray on the way. Remember, one Chad Ray not too deadly, but when you get two and they start high-fiving each other, that's where the Chads get super dangerous. It is still just one base versus one base. BeastyQt desperately trying to catch back up. He's still down 5 workers. And this Oracle is going to take a look around. So it's going to go and try to find it. You can see adepts here scouting all over the map. But I think they somehow missed the Oracle. There's only one Stalker there. Oh, Florencio, show us some of that micro. And he engages the Stalker rather than the vulnerable workers. Incredible prioritization there. Does take down the Stalker. Starts finding the other one. He could be hammering BeastyQt's economy into the grave, but actually he's going to kill another Stalker. Maybe I spoke too soon. No, he did just miss an opportunity to kill the entire worker line. But, I mean, let's remember, that's looking at the game through the lens of a pleb. Someone who has a traditional view thinks it's about winning the game. For Florencio, it's not really about winning. It's not even about winning with style. It's about making your opponent feel pain. It's about bringing your little vial and filling it up with their tears. It's about pretending you've lost when you've actually got a secret hidden base and then killing them 10 minutes later after they think they're winning. If you're Florencio, the point of the game is to pop up out of the sewer, grab some of that poop that you're constantly swimming in, smear it on your opponent's face like war paint, and then laugh your ass off while they cry themselves to sleep, uninstall the game, break their keyboard, smash their monitor, and never play again. That is Florencio's entire goal. It's not to win in your traditional way. These Chad Rays come in, they have a poke around, they don't really do anything. He backs off. He's going to just drip feed that little bit of hope over to BeastyQt. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit worried. Florencio, he's used to playing pretty good players, but BeastyQt is at the tippy top of the ladder. And it's going to be hard. If you try to drain a little bit too much of his will to live, BeastyQt might find a way back into this game. The probes have been pulled. The Adept doesn't say, oh, the Adept spots it. BeastyQt's like, what the shit is this, man? What the fuck are you pulling your probes for? The Adept's going to try and lure some away. Florencio's like, you know what? I think these 4 Chads can maybe beat the Stalkers, but I think if I pull 30 probes, they definitely can take them on. He lifts off his Nexus hat and tips it like a neckbeard with a fedora to open up this game, and decides to follow up by pulling his entire economy and trying to ram it down his opponent's throat. 4 Chad Rays, how many probes is this? 23 probes and 3 Zealots. Here we go! Counter probe pull from Beastie, but the Chad Rays align their Prismatic Alignment. Prismatic Alignment is good. The Stalker's taking big damage. The shield batteries are about to finish, but that DPS out of those Chads is insane. The Adepts, though, winning the fight on the left. The probe's starting to go down on Florencio. His Void Ray's getting a little bit distracted there, and his probes have been annihilated, but he's isolated those Stalkers from those shield batteries. He's gonna just do a bit of micro BeastyQt here. He's digging deep. He knows this is his only anti-air. He's gonna recall these Stalkers to the shield batteries. BeastyQt with some creative problem solving gets the Stalkers back to the healing of those shield batteries. Focuses down one Chad, another Chad falls. It's just 2 Chads, and I don't care how much they get laid right now. They are on their way to D-Town. Oh my god. BeastyQt with the clutch recall to the shield batteries. Gets another Stalker warp in. And as I said, guys, you don't want to screw around with BeastyQt. Florencio sending in one of those rare losses. And I mean, it all comes back to that amazing focus fire on the Stalker rather than annihilating BeastyQt's only fragile little wilted flower of an economy that was left. You know, even sometimes Florencio is playing the long game. So I do have another BeastyQt replay that Florencio sent me, and I feel like it might be part of his whole master plan. Not just within one game give them hope, but even let them win a game, just so you can come back in the next one and really just shove their face down into the poop, you know, like really like make them smell the sewerage. Some people say, hey, smell the sunshine, look around. Florencio is the guy who pops out of your cupboard in the middle of the night, says, look around, smell the sewerage, throws poop on your sheets, and then disappears like a genie, and you wake up and have to explain it. You guys heard about the underpants gnomes? Well, he's the sewerage gnome. You know, he just pops out and creates filth wherever he goes. He's a bit of an animal.